The key to emotional intelligence is to love other people more than we love our egos, but to not love other people more than we love our true self. What do I mean by loving other people more than we love our egos? There are two paths. There's love and there's selfishness. When you love, you are honoring yourself. And in honoring yourself, you honor others. You're kind, you are forgiving, you are open, you hold space. But when we are selfish, we judge. We criticize. We compare. We're unkind. So when we are doing the work of growing more emotionally intelligent, we have to be more mindful in, is this love or is this selfishness? Am I working to serve the greater good of all, meaning myself and those around me? Or am I working to serve my own selfish agendas? I want it to be this way. I'm not going to apologize. They're in the wrong. You see, selfishness is the opposite of love. Selfishness pulls us out of the love, light, heart space, the namaste, and pulls us into this illusion of separateness. Me, myself, and I. And life has to work out for me, and I don't care what happens to anybody else. Hold no judgment for that, because we all experience it. It's what we're born into. It's the illusion of life. But our work is to not go around pointing the finger at other people. Oh, you're being selfish. Selfish, ego. You need to fix yourself. Because that's not love. That is our own selfishness. That is our selfishness saying, you are not acting the way that I feel you should be acting, therefore you are wrong and you must correct your behavior in order to satisfy me. Love is namaste. I recognize myself in you. I recognize when I was in that space, and I hold space for that because it is part of your journey and it is all good. So it's critical for us to evaluate ourselves constantly, to be mindful in recognizing our own selfishness, to identify where we have those hang-ups, how we can forgive them, how we can heal them, how we can improve it, how can we turn that selfishness into love. And when we do that for ourselves, what respect we have for other people. Because when we do that work, we recognize the struggle that does lie within that. It can be extremely challenging. The more attached we are to those ideas and beliefs and those habits, it becomes a life-changing experience to learn how to let those things go and to grow more deeply in a state of love. And when you see other people facing the selfishnesses that you've identified in yourself, you send them love because they need it. Not because, you need to fix yourself, but man, when I didn't see, when I didn't have this clarity, and I was in the space that you are currently experiencing, and to come out of that, I know the work that it takes. So God bless you. That's love. We stop being critical. How can we be? How can we be when we were there? How can we be when we know how easy it was to be in that space, to be self-serving and egocentric? Sure, I mean, it's oh, but love holds no space for judgment. Loving other people more than we love our ego is simply seeing them through the eyes of God. Can you do that? Can you commit yourself to growing enough that when you look at people, when you interact with people, you see them and you treat them the way that God would treat them? As many religious people there are in the world, we should be living in a different experience. As many people who say, oh God, I love you so much, in whatever religion that is for you, how are you honoring Him in the way that you're loving others, in the way that you're loving His creation? When I struggle, a prayer that I say is, God, help me love them the way that you love them. And it's hard. The difficulty comes in releasing this false identity of ourselves, not wanting to humble ourselves enough to be that loving. But that's what it takes. That is the dedication to the journey. That is the growth. So it doesn't matter what idea of the Creator you have. It's love. God is love. God is love. And if God is love, love is God. So when we truly love, not a needy love, not a self-serving love, that's selfishness disguised as love. When we truly love in an unconditional way, we are expressing our highest version that God intended for us. We are allowing ourselves to be a vessel of the light of God. Love. Just love. There is no, I'm going to love better than you love because the God that I serve, I believe, is better than your God. Selfishness. The illusion of separateness. Just love. When we humbly rest ourselves at the feet of love, that is when God truly reveals Himself to us. Himself, itself. Don't get caught up in the semantics. Don't get caught up in the details that we have created. God is love, so be love. And you will always be pleasing God, whatever that means to you. Watch for rigidity. When we are rigid, no, it has to be this way. I refuse to believe anything else. It must be this. Because love is open. Love is not threatened because it is. It is. Be so confident in love that the idea of being threatened is, it doesn't make any sense. Air is not threatened by me moving around in it. It's open, it's fluid, it goes around me. Water is not threatened by a stone, it flows. Love is open, love flows. What can threaten it? So when you become love, what can threaten you? What do you need to be defensive about? When you have something to defend, that's when there's an idea of selfishness. And don't mistake selfishness to always be this intently harmful response. Sometimes selfishness is just fear. I don't know. It's a little scary to me, so I need to protect myself. But love is confident. So yes, we must love other people more than we love our own egos. I think this. Well, that's wonderful. How does that make you feel? If it makes you happy, if it encourages you to be a better person, go for it. God bless you. I don't need you to feel the way I feel about something. Because on your journey, you will come to the discoveries that you need to make about yourself in your way. And me trying to force my experiences on you, my beliefs on you, will only harden your heart, will only deter your willingness to keep exploring. We must always be conscious of that. Let us not be selfish. Let us not be so selfish that we hurt the growth of other people because we don't think that they're growing the way we think they should be growing. We need to do more work on ourselves if that's how we feel. Love and send blessings. And trust that every single person is on their own journey and that they are learning exactly what they need to learn. They're going through exactly what they need to go through to be the people that they can be. Just be mindful of how you are living. Be mindful of things that trigger you. Oh man, that interaction with that person made me so mad. It's not their fault. What inside of me is not flowing? Where is there a space within me that needs more love? And that's how we love ourselves. We keep working on ourselves and we keep breaking down those selfish, fear-based ideas and beliefs and filling ourselves with love so that we can be love, be the light. All it takes is a desire so strong that you are able to check yourself at every moment. Hey, am I doing the wrong thing here? Yeah, I know they did something that I feel like wasn't the right thing, but like how did I participate in that? Am I checking myself? Am I doing the right thing? Am I being honest? Am I being truthful to what I said I wanted, which was to dedicate myself to growing in love? What am I doing? Something that I've discovered is that when people come into your life and they make it a little bit difficult, they are truly blessings. Because when you say you want patience, the universe is going to make you wait, right? You want to be unconditionally loving? Okay. Check this out. And you get served difficult situations. Things that feel difficult because it's just showing us where we can evolve. How dedicated are you you know? And when we can come out of the other side of that, it's like, wow, I would have never pushed myself if it weren't for that situation, or that really stretched me into a whole new space. And sure, maybe it's a little bit of, how dedicated are you? You say you want to be love and light. You want to surrender yourself to love. So here you go. Here's an opportunity. Here's where it's not easy. Can you do it? And so when you get on the other side of those experiences that, help you to recognize what still lives in you that needs to be purged, that needs to be released, where you need to love yourself more, you realize that everything is served by love. And you send blessings. Bless that person who cut in front of me in line. Oh, bless them, bless them, bless them. Thank you for them. Thank you, because it gave me an opportunity to be love. When I felt that bit of, hey, that bit of defensiveness, that bit of anger, that bit of wanting to protect my ego, right? Thank you for that. So the more we surrender to love, the more we dedicate ourselves to love, the more we see it everywhere, in everything. So, yeah, love people more than you love your own ego. That's a good rule of thumb. But don't love other people more than you love yourself. Make sure that you are respecting yourself, you're honoring yourself and your intuition and what makes you feel comfortable, what feels right to you. Don't let people take advantage of you. You see, because the idea of love is to honor people and to humble ourselves, to serve others with love. But it does not mean to run around serving the selfishness of others. It took me a while to understand that. I would sit and I would say, God, I know I'm supposed to be a loving person, but this doesn't feel good to me. I don't understand. What am I doing? What am I doing? And that came to me. Do not serve the selfishness of others. Serve the God in others. If someone is hungry and you can feed them, feed them. If someone is hurting and you can help them, help them. But if someone just doesn't want to do it for themselves, and it would just be super convenient if you would just do it for me because, hey, like, that would just work out perfectly for my ego if you would just do it for me, right? And it doesn't feel right to you, you don't have to run around serving the selfishness of others. When you are called to serve others, you will feel it and it will be natural and it will feel good. And I'm only saying that because I did misunderstand that at first. I thought I had to be subservient to everyone, right? And that got me into a lot of situations where I was not loving myself. And I was putting myself through something that didn't feel good because I thought that was what love was. And that's when I recognized, oh, I also have to love me. I also have to honor me. So all of these things will unfold. All of these things will become clear when we have a hunger and a desire for that clarity, and we honestly surrender ourselves to the call and the service of love. love other people more than our own egos, but do not love other people more than you love your true self. And that is important because we are God's creation. And if we do not honor ourselves, then we do not honor God. If we treat ourselves with love and respect, and then we treat other people or the environment or everything that comes in contact with us, we treat those things with love and respect, then that is how we honor God, how we give thanks, how we show our appreciation and our gratitude, how we treat ourselves, how we love other people, how we love the world around us. Spend time with yourself, meditate on that. Ask yourself questions that do that self-inquiry. Am I being as loving as I could be? How can I shift this negative energy into something more positive, into something more loving? How can I let go of things that burden my spirit? Just always inquire within yourself. Where is this coming from? How can I be better? And the path of love will always, constantly unfold and reveal itself to you. It's all love. It's all love. Seek it. Be it. Live it. Enjoy it.